Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another session of Qur'anic Arabic Recitation with Tajweed Rules. So in this session we will be studying the 10th letter of Arabic alphabet. It is called Ra, and the sound is R. R. As repetition, Ra, the sound is R. Okay, so what is the articulation point? Let me explain that. Okay, so the articulation point is the tip of the tongue from the top side of the tip and the gums of the top two incisors. That's the articulation point. Okay, explain that to you. Okay, so the tip of the tongue from the top side. So again, this is the tip of the tongue, but we will be using the top side of the tip of the tongue, and that will be touching when we're reciting the Ra. Will be touching the gums of these top two incisors. Okay, this place, that's the Ra articulation point. And the tongue is positioned in different situations because Ra is heavy at times and other time is light. So it's actually both. It has both properties. Sometime it will be heavy, other times it will be light. We will discuss that in future. But when it is light, the position of the tongue is different than when it is heavy. You can see that from the image here. Okay. How it is produced? It is produced by tapping the tip of the tongue behind the upper teeth. So it is produced by tapping the tip of the tongue behind the upper teeth, and it is a trill. Means a rapid succession of several flaps. Okay, Ra, R. Okay. Okay, let me explain that in 3D. Okay, so we have the tip of the tongue, but we will be using the top part of the tip of the tongue with these are the top two incisors, and they will be touching these gum lines of the top two incisors, the flapping. R, R. Okay. Back to slides. Okay, so is it a heavy letter or light? As I explained before, it is heavy sometimes and light other times. Okay, so it is heavy when the letter before it has fatha or dhamma, and it is light when it has the letter before it has kasra. It has other rules and regulation, but we will have separate lesson for that, the properties of Ra. But if it's R, Ur, that's heavy. If it's Ir, that is light. So if something, for example, if you have Hamza, Fatha, Ra, Sakun, that's R, as heavy. Ur, as heavy. If it's kasra before that is Ir, that is light. Okay, so we will have a complete a lesson on that, the properties of Ra. But you notice that with heavy and light, you have the structure, the position of the tongue changes. Okay, if it's light is different, if it's heavy is different. Okay, is it a connector or non-connector? It is a non-connector, as similar to Dal or Dal. Because if it comes in the beginning of a word, then you cannot connect other letters with it after it. If it comes in the middle of a word, then you can connect other letters with it before it, but not after it. And if it comes at the end of a word, then you can connect other letters with it before it. Okay, and that's the situation. That's the condition when it is separately written, it looks like this. Okay, how it is written as a continual stroke which begins above the line and extends below the line. So let me explain that to you practically. So if it's written like this, it starts from here, it comes here. So it starts from it's continual stroke, it starts from the above the line and it finishes, it extends below the line. And in all situations is similar to that. Okay, so in the beginning it looks like this, and in the middle it looks like this. Okay, and at the end it looks like this. Okay, so you can connect all the letters here with it and after it. Okay, so the sign for transliteration purposes, we use R. Okay, that's the sign for transliteration purpose. And the English equivalent is R. For example, the sound in ring, right? So that's the equivalent for Ra, and R is in English. Okay. And that was the end of the session. So from next lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to practice this line without explanation, just for practice purposes. So you practice it once, and then the following would be practice it 10 times. Okay, so until then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.